Hey guys, Dib the Awesome here to give you another Monster Legends guides. Alright, so this is actually going to be the shortest guide I will ever post on my channel because this guy literally does just one thing alone and it's pretty simple. Um, so yeah, this is the Sentinel. This guy is part of the new 72-hour challenge. I'm sorry I got this video a little later than I said I would. I said I would get this as soon as I was done with the 72 hour video, like showing you guys, telling you guys about the new monsters and stuff like that. I remember when I said this guy was going to be really strange. He's really complex or just really odd. Yeah, just toss all that out the window. Yeah, he only does one thing. Uh, I checked the thing again, and yeah, he only does one thing again. Uh, or he just does one thing now. He has only one purpose, and it's really simple, and all that jazz. um, I don't know if this guy's gonna be really broken either. I'll just yeah. Okay, so basically the only thing that matters with these stats are his speed, and he's got 3,476 speed. You can just disregard the other two stats because he's a denier, or well, even at that he's kind of meh. He's an extra guy pretty much. Uh, totally just that alone. Uh, and yeah, that's all he really does. Yeah, he's the extra guy. He doesn't do anything else. Uh, so yeah, his speed is 3,476. His alt is interplanetary strike. Deals magnetizes all enemies, may slow all targets. That's an interesting alt. Surely it's new, but it does basically the same thing as like things in the past with like magnetizing alts. Uh, I don't know if it's the best one either, so it's meh. Uh, sub suborbital impact. We're just gonna skip the first set because it doesn't even matter. Uh, really. Second set, subthermal impact. Uh, Deals moderate special damage, may magnetize targets. Run this move. It's damage. It's like regular damage. It's a special attack. And it magnetizes it, and that's really all this guy really is a supporter anyway. So being able to do some damage and magnetize is all right. System override may magnetize all targets. It's a zero turn cooldown move, zero damage. Uh, this is a disappointing move simply because it doesn't do any damage. It's nice that you have a zero turn cooldown move where you can just magnetize everybody. Makes it easier for your metal monster. But in all honesty, wouldn't you just rather have a monster that does damage and magnetizes to begin with? So yeah, this isn't too useful, but it is something. It's a supportive move, so you might as well run it. Precise mechanism gains precision, gains double damage, requires cooldown. Run this move because it's honestly better than is like it's not even an upgraded version. In fact, it's a shittier version. It's a worse version of this move. We're going down to surface destruction. Deals heavy special damage, may magnetize target. Requires cooldown, 1 turn, 50 damage. Run this move. And you should. This is deep analysis. May reboot all targets. This is an advanced possession. This is a possession that cannot be denied. So you will possess the anti-possessors. You will possess Scribe essentially. This is a pretty awesome move to run. It's honestly his only great move. This is his best move. This is all he does. Uh, that's all he can do really. Besides AoE magnetism, that's all this guy's meant to do is magnetize and then just AoE possess. Because his last move is Execution Overload, gains double damage, gains 3 extra turns, and after that the attacker will die, requires cooldown. Uh, yeah, this is a very disappointing move because this, like, originally in the descriptions before, like the website, like the website. I don't know if I mentioned that in the beginning of the video, because another reason why I didn't post this video right away is because like the website was all mungled up, and yeah, that I didn't get that out because of that. And originally before it was triple damage, and honestly, the set I would have recommended you would have been a little bit different. I would have just said run Execution Overload. the two damage moves, and then this AoE, this really shitty AoE that does 25 damage. Uh, but no, I'm not. uh, because in all honesty, this doesn't give triple damage. Because what I would have told you to do is you would have used your buffer to give you precision plus double damage, then you can use execution overload to give you triple damage. And it wouldn't have even mattered if you died in 3 turns, because you had that. Now you have a move that's literally double damage plus the triple damage. So you have like this evasion drone suddenly becomes a very devastating move, but now it doesn't. Yeah, I'm kind of really disappointed in this monster. I was excited to do the analysis on it, because it was a really strange monster to do it on, but now it's not really looking that strange, and it's just looking kind of like in a random direction. Really, it doesn't seem all that useful. uh, because there are other monsters that can do its job and actually do damage too. Uh, I'd say the most really critical thing about this. I'm not saying he's like a really terrible monster. I'm just saying he's just different. He is kind of strange in a way that he can just possess everybody without being denied the possession. That's really useful. Um, but yeah, in all honesty, that's about it. He's totally the extra guy. Faroon's just run full speed. Normally I'd say 2 speeds in a life, but with this guy, just run full speed. Uh, I have no idea. Yeah, I have no idea about this guy anymore. um, I don't know why they nerfed it to double damage. Um, I can see that being a problem, because it's gonna die in 2 turns. I don't really see the benefit. I mean, it's gonna die in 3 turns, and it doesn't have triple damage. It's like moves are mediocre at best. And there's certainly better monsters that do damage output. Uh, and this guy isn't really that. He's just there to possess. He's there to do one thing and one thing alone. In terms of magnetism, honestly, if you want a monster that magnetizes, the best monster to magnetize is Dad. Not many people like Dad. People don't like Dad because of his soul power. Well, he does all of his moves magnetize. Plus, one of his AoEs is 55 damage. I mean, it's a 55 power move. That's an extraordinary thing to actually take note in. But not many people do take note, and it's kind of a bummer. He is actually a really nice monster. I use him a lot in Team Wars. He's very great in Team Wars because he actually runs on 0 turn cooldowns with his like single target days. His days does a lot of damage, by the way. His days move does I think it's like 65 damage. It's a really high move. And he's got a stun too. All around, I think. Yeah, I think in terms of magnetism, Dad's better. In terms of possession, well, I think he might be the best metal possessor. He might outclass. Yeah, he might as well just outclass Mechamancer. Really, in terms of possession, but beyond that, I don't think this guy can do anything else. I mean, as soon as like the reboot's over, keep in mind like this guy isn't gonna be great when he's defending because with the reboot you can just recharge and you'll be all right. Uh, Honestly, possessions are more so better on AIs than they are on human players. Uh, yeah, that's all I have to really say. This guy doesn't do anything else besides that 1 turn of possession. Um, Partners, another metal monster. Honestly, you want to pair him up with like Super Dan, uh, or like Ox Tech, really, like, or just anything that does really high end metal damage. Like basically, all the metal monsters can out damage this guy easily, without even trying. Uh, yeah, and that's really all I have to say about Sentinel. Thank you for watching this video. I am Dib the Awesome. I will talk to you guys later.